Alright children, we do continue solving this numerical MCQ numerical question from this chapter. The first two chapter, electric charges and electric field and the Gauss theorem. Okay, now we do next number 6. So important question. Question number 6 says that two small charged sphere. So two small charged sphere A and B have charges 10 microcoulomb and 40 microcoulomb respectively, and are held at a separation of 90 centimeter from each other. Okay, so question said that at what distance from A electric field intensity would be 0. At what distance from A, the charge A, okay, the electric field would intensity become 0, means the intensity of electric field, the net electric field becomes 0. So for that the four options are given. One is 22.5 centimeter, another B is 18 centimeter, C is 36 centimeter, and D is 30 centimeter. So in order to choose the correct option out of four options, so let's do the solution of this question. Now the solution is in this particular question number 6, there are two charges are given. One is a charge 10 microcoulomb placed at A, and another is 40 microcoulomb charge placed at what? B. Okay, and the separation is 90 centimeter, but I have converted into meter, which is 0.9 meter. So 0.9 meter is the distance between charge A and charge B. So what you need to find out, you have to find the distance. At what distance from charge A the net electric field intensity becomes 0. Means for that let me consider the point P. So this is the point at a distance x from A where the net electric field intensity at this point becomes 0. So if this point is P at a distance x from A, then definitely the same point P is also at a distance 0.9 minus x from B, because your total distance is 0.9. If this is x, then definitely this is 0.9 minus x. Okay, so definitely this charge can produce electric field at P, and this field will be this side, and I consider that field is given by EA. So EA is the electric field due to the charge A at P. Similarly, this charge, positive charge, this is also positive charge, also produce electric field at P, and that is this side. It will be this side, and that field is EB. Now why the two fields are opposite in direction? Because the charges are opposite, they are same in nature. This positive charge, the field at point between the two charges are always opposite in what direction. So the condition is given to find the distance x. We have to find x out there. The net field at that point is 0. So that the field at P due to A, that is EA, is exactly equal in magnitude to the field at P due to B, that is what? EB. So when two fields are equal in magnitude at a certain point and they are definitely opposite in direction, the net field at that point will be always 0. So for this question, the condition is EA equals to EB. And EA means what? Electric field due to point charge. So I use the formula, direct formula, that is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. The charge is 10 microcoulomb. Okay, so I convert this 10 microcoulomb into coulomb. It's 10 into 10 minus 6 coulomb, divided by the distance is x, but it is x square, equals to field at P due to B means same 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Okay, charge is 40 microcoulomb, so I write on 40 into 10 to the minus 6 coulomb, converting to coulomb, and the distance is 0.9 minus x, but is square of that, minus 0.9 minus x with whole square. So this cancel out, 10 to the minus 6, 10 to the minus 6 cancel out, 0 0 what cancel out. So what is remaining? In the left hand side 1 by x square, on the right hand side it is 4 by 0.9 minus x with whole square. So we can just cross multiply. If I cross multiply, we can write this as 4x square, 4 into x square is 4x square, and 1 into this means 0.9 minus x square. Okay, so I can write this 4x square as 2x whole square, and this is 0.9 minus x whole square. So you can see these are the left hand side, these are the right hand side, same power on both the sides. If the power are same, then the bases are also same, which means 2x equals to 0.9 minus x. So 2x, so minus x, if I bring the left hand side, is plus x is 0.9. So 2x plus x means 3x. So 3x is 0.9. If 3x is 0.9 means definitely x is 0.9 by 3. So if you divide, it is 0.3 and the unit is what? Meter. So 0.3 meter means nothing but how much? 30 centimeter. So converting into centimeter means 30 centimeter. So the correct option is option number D, that is 30 centimeter. So answer is option number D. So this is the explanation of question number 6. Now we have next question, question number 7. And question number 7 says that 4 charges are arranged at the corner of square. So A, B, C, D is a square. These are the 4 corners of a square A, B, C, D as shown in figure. The force on the charge kept at the center O. So O is the center of the square. So what we need to find? The force due to this charge kept at the center O is, the 4 options are given. One is 0, another B is along the diagonal BD, C is along the diagonal AC, and D is perpendicular to side AB. And the charges you can see placed on the 4 corners of the square are plus Q, plus 2Q, plus Q, and minus 2Q. Now in order to solve this question and to choose the correct option, let's choose the solution. And in order to solve this question number 7, okay, so we just follow this figure and we don't have to do such calculation out here, okay, but only thing is that we should know what is the direction of forces acting on the charge placed at O, that is the center. So A, B, C, D is a 4 corner of the square where the charge at A is plus Q, charge at B is plus 2Q, C plus Q, and D minus 2Q. Now just look at these 2 charges which are placed at the diagonal of the square. Plus Q charge, plus Q charge. Distance, this is the center point. So if you measure the force, okay, if you place certain charge out there, say a test charge, so basically we have to keep a what charge? Test charge. And test charge is always a what charge? Positive charge. So we always have to keep what charge? Test charge, which is a positive charge. So what happened? The distance from A to O is same. So distance from AO and OC is same. Same distance, same nature of charge. So the force exerted by this charge on O will be this direction, and force exerted by this charge on O will be this side direction. And the force exerted by these 2 charges placed at the diagonal AC will be equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. So what is the net force along this diagonal, which is 0? So the net force along this diagonal will be 0. So no force acting between these 2 charges when you place certain charge at O. But there are the charges which is plus 2Q charge at B and minus 2Q charge at what? D. So this is also the diagonal of a what? Square. So these charges also exert force at O. So this is plus 2Q charge and this is a positive charge. So between the 2 like charges, these charges exert force on what? On what? O at O, and the force will be in which direction? This direction. Force will be in this direction. Similarly, this charge minus Q charge is a negative charge and this is positive charge. This charge attract, this charge exert a force and this direction only. Because on opposite charge, what happened? Attraction takes place. So this charge also exert a force on charge placed at O, and that is also in which direction? This direction only. So on this diagonal, if you see, the net force acting on O is along B to D, along this direction. Because the net force, these 2 forces are in the same direction, the net force is also in the same direction. So which means the resultant force which is acting from B to what? D. So what is the correct option? The force exit along B to what? D. So the correct option of this question number 7 is option number B, that is along the diagonal BD. Along the diagonal BD means from B to what? D. So force exert on this diagonal. So this is the correct option of question number 7. Now we have next question, question number 8. The question number 8 is actually based on Gauss theorem, and question number 8 says that 2 parallel large thin metal sheet. So they are the 2 parallel thin metal sheets have equal surface charge density. Means your surface charge density is same, that is 2.56 into minus 11 coulomb per meter square of opposite sign. Means the charges are opposite nature, that's why the surface charge density are opposite in sign. The question said that the electric field between this sheet is, 4 options are given. One is 1.5 into 10 minus 1.5 Newton per coulomb, B is 1.5 into 10 minus 10 Newton per Coulomb, C is 3 Newton per Coulomb, and D is 3 into 10 minus 10 Newton per Coulomb. So to choose the correct option, so let's do the solution of this question also. Now in order to solve question number 8 and to choose the correct option, the question says that two parallel large thin metal sheets. Means just let me show you with the help diagram. Consider these are the two parallel large metal sheets. Means the two metal sheets which are placed parallel toward each other. Okay, two metal sheets have equal surface charge density. Means the amount of charge present on each metal plate is same, and the area of the metal sheet is also what? Same. So one charge is positive charge, one is what charge? A negative charge. And this is actually the case you have learned of parallel plate capacitor. Parallel plate what? Capacitor. And the surface charge density is how much? Sigma. And the symbol of surface charge density sigma, which is 2.56 into 10 power how much? Minus 11 Coulomb per meter square. This is the surface charge density. And the charges are opposite in nature, and they are separated by a certain distance. Okay. So what actually you need to find out? You have to find the electric field between this sheet of charges. Now to calculate the electric field between these two sheet of charges, between means out here, somewhere out here, the field is always calculated by the formula E equals to sigma by epsilon naught. So children, you have learned this already in Gauss theorem. When two metal sheets are of opposite charges, equal charges and opposite nature, having equal surface charge density and opposite nature, the electric field can always calculate between the two sheets of charges, and that is given by E equals to sigma by epsilon naught. So the formula is E equals to sigma by epsilon naught. Now out here epsilon naught means permittivity of what space? Free space. And you know this is the value of permittivity of free space is always constant, and the value is epsilon naught equals to 8.85 into 10 to the power minus 12, and so this is the value of what? Permittivity of free space. So let's substitute the value. So E equals to sigma 2.56 into 10 to the power minus 11 divided by epsilon naught permittivity, that is 8.85 into 10 to the power minus 12. So 2.56 by 8.85 into 10 to the power minus 11 plus 12. So because 10 to the minus 12, if it go in the numerator, it will be plus 12. So 2.56 by 8.85 into 10. So 12 minus 11 is 10. So this will be multiplied as 25.6 by 8.85. So if you divide 25.6 by 8.85, your value will come approximately 3 Newton per Coulomb. So if you use calculator and divide and calculate, the value of E, that is electric field, will be approximately how much? 3 Newton per Coulomb. So the correct option of this question number 8 is number C, 3 Newton per Coulomb. So the answer is 3 Newton per Coulomb. So I have explained even the question number 8, okay, a numerical question, okay. So there are other questions to discuss also, and that you learn in the next YouTube video.